Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Here I am to discuss the final regular season key games for the virtual 2007 season on NCAA Football 2008. We are starting off with the only ranked matchup of number 22 Rutgers versus number 10 Louisville. And in this Big East finale, Rutgers hopes to put a blemish on the Cardinals' conference record, but Louisville plans on not letting that happen on senior night. And they started off with a 16-yard touchdown pass from Porter to Nance to take a 7-0 lead in the first quarter. Then, in the second quarter, things got a lot more interesting. Powers nailed a 44-yard field goal to make it 10-0. And Porter and Nance connect again from 1 yard out, and now the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers are down 17-0. But they didn't stay down for long as Jackson runs it in from 9 yards out. Then James hits a 17-yard field goal to be back down by a touchdown, 17-10. But Cardinal Stadium became rampant in the third quarter with Ridgeway getting a 6-yard touchdown run. And then Ross snatches a pick six for 56 yards to have them be up 31-10, so back up at 3 touchdowns. So up by 3 touchdowns now. Then Ward connects to Smith from 1 yard out to be down by 14. Just reported to find Maxwell from 20 yards out to be up 38-17 going to the fourth quarter. And yeah, 3 touchdown lead. It's a little difficult to come back from that, but it's not impossible. But the fans were taking control of the game with the Cardinals dominating so far. Then Rutgers got out of the gate fast in the fourth. Rice runs it in from 1 yard out. Then Harris brings it into the end zone from 4 yards out. And all of a sudden, it's a one-score game. So Louisville was still up 38-31. Then Jenkins coming in for Porter to possibly save him for the bowl game. And considering that I'm in game already in the next week and looking at all the schedule stuff, I'll see if Porter was actually taken out or if he's injured for a while. But Nance gets a 34-yard touchdown pass to Dunn to be back up by 2 touchdowns, 45-31. Ward found Smith from 24 yards out to be down 45-38 with 4.5 minutes left, but defense stepped up and Louisville holds on for the win. The Cardinals now prepare for a big bowl game, and Rutgers now questions if they will get a decent bowl game. 8-4 is an impressive record, but 2 losses to the top 2 in the conference will definitely hurt them, and we will see if they become available for a decent bowl game. And by decent bowl game, I mean like a bowl game that'll be like in week 2 instead of week 1 for the bowl weeks. And I mean, if Porter was injured in that game, he was just injured for the rest of the game, so there's nothing on that because I'm looking at their injury roster right now for Louisville. And the only 2 people that are out are Andre Everson, who dislocated his ankle and was out for the year. Which, dislocated ankle, not fun. And Bo Gant, a 10-week torn shoulder muscle. Now I'm guessing he played more than 4 games before the injury happened, so Gant put a red shirt on him. But the reason why I never did an injury report for the college football series is because there's over 100 schools and that would be an hour-long video. I'm not going to do that for y'all, mainly because of how long that would take. And I could break it down by conference, but then that's a lot of work. And honestly, with my actual job right now, I don't have enough time to do something like that. So apologies if you're questioning why do I do the NFL one but not the college one. That's why. But now we go to the game that I was excited for the most. Army-Navy. And Philadelphia got a game for the ages between these two branches for the Commander-in-Chief's trophy. The Black Knights started the scoring off with a touchdown pass from Shaw to Hill from 2 yards out. Then Jackson hits a 34-yard field goal, and Army is up 10-0 over Navy. Then the midshipmen scored themselves, having a 4-yard touchdown pass from Young to Fagan to be down by 3. The score being 10-7 after the first quarter. Jackson nails a 32-yard field goal for Army, and they hold a 6-point lead, but then Navy scores another touchdown, 4-yard run by Mooney. Then Noel nails a 29-yard field goal to now be up 17-13, hoping to deliver a Christmas present to Annapolis. The Knights then get a 1-yard touchdown run from Rhodes to take back the lead 20-17, hoping to give the people of West Point something to cheer about. Halftime came, and with this being an exciting back and forth game, both branches winning the win, and general football fans who were already there for the Seahawks-Eagles game the next day were being treated to a great game. Navy scores a touchdown in the third quarter with Mooney running it in from 13 yards out, now up 24-20 going into the fourth quarter. This one feels like it's coming down to the wire. Army gets the fourth quarter going with a 43-yard touchdown pass from Shaw to Ward to take back the lead. Then Mooney gets the lead right back to Navy with a 4-yard touchdown run. But with 12 seconds left, Army scores one last touchdown to seal the deal and wins it 34-31 with one last pass from Shaw to Hawmiller. West Point is glad that the Commander-in-Chief's trophy is coming to them, but Navy will try again next year, as the fans are happy and glad that they got an exciting game, and hoping to get something as exciting for the battle to become the number 1 seed in the NFC. And I will try to do that stream tonight after I get home from karaoke, because I'm recording this on Saturday, and if y'all have seen some of my karaoke videos, especially the later ones, I do it at the Simba here in town. So I'm going to do a little karaoke tonight. Hopefully I don't mess up my voice too bad, before I do the stream. And then next we have North Texas versus Florida International in this Sun Belt finale, with the Mean Green needing this win to claim the Sun Belt. They come into Miami against the Golden Panthers and hope to beat them on their home turf on senior night. Although granted the time of day was technically senior day, but senior day, senior night, either way it's the last home game for the seniors in the team. North Texas does start the scoring with a 26-yard field goal by Macklin to go up 3-0, but FIU scores a 6-yard touchdown pass from Butler to Smith to take an early 7-3 lead in the first quarter at FIU Stadium. But the Mean Green score 14 unanswered points, with 2 field goals from Macklin from 36 and 19 yards respectively, then a 72-yard run by Bush and a successful 2-point conversion to put them ahead 17-7, looking like they're on the path to possibly claim the championship. With 4.5 minutes left in the half, Baker nails a 26-yard field goal for the Golden Panthers to cut the lead down to 17-10 going to halftime. Then the Golden Panthers became golden for a quarter, scoring 13 more points in the third quarter while holding North Texas scoreless, and that's the biggest thing. You held a team scoreless for a quarter. A 5-yard touchdown pass from Butler to Cochran ties things up at 17. Then Butler finds Nelson from 18 yards out to take a 23-17 lead, failing a 2-point conversion of their own to try to be up by 8 instead of 7, but instead they're only up by 6 going into the fourth quarter. Everyone was on the edge of their seats. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, White finds Cooper from 31 yards out and choosing to kick the extra point, as the Mean Green are up 24-23, but the Golden Panthers were just waiting for an opportunity to put their own dagger in. And with less than 3 minutes left, Butler finds Berry from 15 yards out to take a 29-24 lead. Another field 2-point conversion left the lead at 5, but in the end, It was enough to hold off to win this one and keeps North Texas from winning the conference. And now, Louisiana Lafayette will be your 2007 Sun Belt champions, because North Texas had beaten Louisiana Lafayette earlier in the year. Tiebreaker, because at this point, the Sun Belt did not have conferences. Well, divisions in the conference. Big blow to North Texas, as they were hoping to win this and get a bowl game this year, but there's always next year, I mean, people in Texas have been saying that about the Cowboys for the past 30 years. So, then next we have Fresno State and New Mexico State. And the Aggies really need this win against the Bulldogs in Las Cruces to be bowl bound and maybe even knock a team like Indiana out of their own game. Check out that video of Indiana. Of me asking if Indiana deserves a bowl game video. It's being uploaded as I'm recording this one. So, both videos will be up at this once I upload this one, and you can check both of them out. I label them as side videos because they are technically side videos. Because why not have a little bit more fun with this series? But Fresno State also needs this win for a better bowl game and try to set themselves up for success and a chance to beat Hawaii next year. Fresno State came into the Aggie Memorial Stadium on their senior day and brought themselves their A game. The Bulldogs started off with an 8-yard run from Brown, then Bailey gets a 19-yard pick six, and a 38-yard touchdown pass from Tidwell to Hawthorne got them off to a 21-0 start in the first quarter, and they didn't look back. Cruz kicks a 27-yard field goal for the Aggies to cut the lead down 21-3. Then Tidwell finds Fields for a 3-yard pass and are up 28-3, the safest lead in all of sports. And then Cruz kicks another field goal, this time from 24 yards. And sadly for the Aggies, 6 points would be the only point that they would get going in. With them now going into the half down 28-6. Fresno State doesn't score again until the fourth quarter, so both defenses played well, but sadly for New Mexico State, their offense was probably left back on the campus and didn't ride the bus into the stadium. With a 6-yard pass from Tidwell to Hawthorne, and then Brunette gets the final dagger with a 63-yard pick six and dominate the game 42-6. As it looks like New Mexico State will be watching the bowl games from home, and Fresno State will be hoping for a better bowl game than the Hawaii Bowl, considering they lost on that field back in Week 11 to Hawaii, 40-17. I mean, granted, Memphis is no Hawaii, but, they might be a little motivated to try to win on the field. They also might be a little disappointed because, we had a chance to possibly beat this team. And then our last game is the battle between number 15 Oregon State and unranked Oregon. It's time for civil war in Oregon, as the Ducks look to upset the Beavers in Autzen. Over 53,000 screaming fans looking to knock the Beavers back to Corvallis with their tails between their legs. But Oregon State is wanting this win, maybe even more than whatever bowl game they get in. This game became a big deal for both teams, with Oregon taking the lead, first with a 47-yard field goal by Brown, then a 3-yard touchdown run by Anderson to take an early 10-0 lead. But Oregon State wasn't going to go down easily, scoring a touchdown of their own with a 51-yard touchdown pass from Reed to Holland to cut it down to a 3-point game. But the Ducks strike back with a 45-yard touchdown pass from Anderson to Burnside to have a 17-7 lead after the first quarter. Reed cuts the lead back down to 3 with a 21-yard touchdown pass to Sutton in the second quarter, the only score in the second quarter, to make it a 17-14 game going into the half. The fans still hoping for an upset, but being up by 3 isn't the best for late season stress, especially with it being a rivalry game. You're hoping to get a better bowl game, and, all the ups and downs Oregon probably had this season. Anderson does run it in from 5 yards out to be up 24-14, but Miller scores the 3-yard touchdown run to keep it within 3 heading into the fourth quarter. The Beavers finally tied things up with a 37-yard field goal by Larkins to tie it up at 24. Then things go downhill from there for the Ducks. Reed found Beard from 30 yards out to finally take the lead, and Larkins kicking a 33-yard field goal to give the Beavers a 10-point lead, and held on to it to win the game 34-24. Shocking the Ducks faithful, seeing their team blow a 10-point lead. Now they have to refocus for a bowl game while Oregon State has some momentum heading to their own bowl game. It's been an interesting last week. This has been a fully interesting season to cover from start to finish. I'm glad that the regular season is now over, and now we get into championship week and then bowl week, and I will show you the top 25 go. And there's going to be no bottom 10 for championship week because it's just focusing on all of the good. Who all are ranked, who all has a chance to be a champion, all that. So no bottom 10 for championship week because none of the bottom teams are going to be really in it anyways. I mean, for championship week, the worst record is 6-6 by Houston. That's about it. But other than that, I will go ahead and see you all next time.